So happy Tuesday, class. I'm here to do my introduction. Who am I? My name is Jaquel Harper. My professional background and experience, all of my experiences in early childhood education. I started in about 2005 volunteering at my church daycare. Then I got hired on as a floater at a center and eventually became a lead teacher. I left there in about 2009 when I was about to deliver my daughter. I have an associate's degree in early childhood education. I completed that while I was working on my associate's degree at St. Clair Community College in Dayton. Then I became a full-time early Head Start teacher in 2011. And while I was doing that, I worked on my bachelor's, and I got my bachelor's from Ashford University. And recently, in April, I became an early Head Start supervisor working for the partnership program. So basically what I do is we partner with other child care centers to increase quality in their centers. So I'm here to help them with paperwork, complete assessments, and everything I guess I can do to help increase their quality. My personal interest, I love amusement parks. It's October soon, so I'm going to be going to a lot of haunted houses if I have time. I love watching basketball. I do enjoy reading, but since I'm in school, I don't have a lot of time to read. I like to do a lot of things with my daughter. I have a 6-year-old daughter in 1st grade, so I like to do a lot of things with her. I love my mommy and daughter time. I love Harry Potter, avid Harry Potter reader, read all the books more than once, watched the movies. My other personal interest, I do like to exercise. I don't have a lot of time to exercise, but if I can kind of squeeze it in on the lunch break, I'll do that. Illustrate what your background is as a K through 12 student and what it was like. I went to public school all of my life. I thought school was pretty easy. I didn't start getting on honor roll until about 5th or 6th grade, and I kind of stayed on honor roll ever since, minus my 12th grade year because I had senioritis really bad. But I always had a favorite teacher who I really liked, and that was with the teachers who I could connect with. I had those in early elementary, late elementary, middle school, and high school. And I felt like those teachers, the ones who you could tell really cared, those are the classes that I really enjoyed going to, even though like I hated government because I'm not really into government or anything like that, but I always enjoyed going to her class because she kind of kept on your toes. If I was falling asleep, Jaquel, like, she'd tap your desk, no problem, make you wake up. Yeah, she was that kind of, she'd call your mom like, hey, Jaquel's doing this. So I could tell she really cared, and I really did enjoy going to her class. One thing that my 3rd grade teacher, her name was Miss Jones, we had a poem that we had to learn and recite, and mine was I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, but I am somebody. I'm capable and lovable. I'm teachable, therefore I can learn. I can do anything when I try. I respect myself and others. I'll be the best that I can, and I will not waste time because it is too valuable, and I'm too precious and bright. I am somebody. I think that had a lasting effect on my life, just that one thing, because I still remember that from 3rd grade. When my mom saw it, she loved it. She made me say it every day before I went to school. Anytime she took me to the bus stop, no matter if I was in high school or whatever, we always said that every morning. So even though I went to public school, I did have a lot of good experiences. My middle school I went to was an arts middle school, and I went for theater and band. Love theater. If I can go see a play, I'm gonna go see a play. I've taken my daughter to see little kid plays. And I feel like those experiences that I had a lasting effect because all of my teachers that I had, or at least had that one teacher in every grade that kind of said you can do this. State which program you're enrolled in. I'm enrolled in the master's program here, as you know, and specialize in family and community partnerships. And I chose that because I really enjoy working with kids, and working with Head Start, we work with families a lot. It's kind of like a dual thing. Even though I'm educating the children and working with the children, I'm also educating the parent. And I love working with parents and being able to help them in any way possible. My mom was a foster parent, so she's been a foster parent for maybe the past 6 years. So seeing a lot of foster kids makes me want to do something to help them, and just kind of beforehand, not after him when they get in foster care, but you know, kind of both. With this degree, I hope that it helps me, and I think it has helped me in my job, because even though I'm a supervisor, I still kind of help the teachers, and we work with family support specialists and gathering resources and work with other centers to kind of help them. I also would love to open my own nonprofit organization, either working with families in foster care or working with at-risk pregnant moms, just to educate them and kind of mentor and kind of coach them. I think I would love to do that. I think the impact on my master's degree in my future endeavors, I'll get a raise at work, and then it'll also educate me more so that I know how to reach families better, know how to assist them, and work with the whole group. Because even when you're working with children, you're not just working with the children, you're working with the whole family. And not a lot of child care centers do that. At my other child care center, it was just kind of the children, but working with Head Start, I really see the impact that you can have when you work with families and everybody's on one accord and everybody's in agreement when it comes to me, when I was a teacher, my supervisor, and the family support specialist, and everybody from the agency at the very top to the bottom. Share one quote and its author that symbolizes your belief about education or teaching. If I could think of one quote, let me Google something. Hold on. All right, so I found one that I like. It says, children must be taught how to think, not what to think. And the author there is Margaret Mead. And I think that is so very important. You know, I think in school, even a lot of times, even with my daughter's school, they don't necessarily tell you necessarily what to do, but they do a lot of work on paper, a lot of handouts, and I'm a person who hates handouts. Head Start, we don't give any diddle sheets, we don't do anything. Not to say that they're terribly wrong at elementary school, but I think there's so many other ways that you can teach children. You know, you can tell a child 2 + 2 = 4, but if you can let them manipulate materials and kind of figure that out, and not just draw circles on a piece of paper because that's so flat, but if they can get like the concrete, real materials to do math concepts or anything like that based on what their interests are, I think children really learn based on what their interests are. I know my daughter, she'll ask me some random question, and even if I can answer it, I'll ask her what she thinks the answer is. Like, well, you know, let's go to YouTube, let's find some type of child video, because she likes watching videos. She loves going on YouTube and watching Barbie videos and whatever. So why not take that same concept of videos that she likes and find a video to answer her question? And I think children really learn hands-on, and children need to know that they can think. Ever since I began working at Head Start, one thing that we focus on is children being able to make decisions, plan, do, review. Even with my younger kids, birth to 3, with my ones who were older, we would always make a plan. Where do you want to work at? You want to work in a block area? Well, what are you going to do with the block area? Are you going to play with the blocks? Are you going to play with the people? Are you going to play with the cars? Or what are you going to do with it? So I'm going to play with the cars. You're going to play with the cars in the block area. So then when we went to the block area, or when they went to the block area, they may get some cars and they may get some other materials, and then we would talk about it later, what they did, because children need to know that they're able to make decisions. Get that cognitive, get that thing going. So that is my little spiel. I think that I've answered all the questions. Hopefully this video is short enough, and good luck to everybody. Mwah.